12. That's an early question of Luke Littler.
Double two.
71. Harry require 36.
This is the ideal start for Harry if he takes this double.
Game shot on the first
14 dart
leg,
break
Harry
in the
Ward.
first leg of the night.
We say on a Saturday all the time, you can't lose big.
Game
He hasn't lost
shot on the
yet.
fifth leg, Luke Littler.
To put him in trouble. Oh,
No
no.
score.
Wrong club.
I think when he
Luke
walked,
require
Littler thought he was
30.
over. He picked his case up and he was almost confused. He knew his opponent only thrown one dart.
He's not going for a double 15. He's going for double
Game
10.
shot on the sixth
Just
leg,
when you need a
Luke
friend.
Littler.
He finds it. This is what we're going to get all night long. Sign me up.
Game
Double
shot
10.
and a match, Luke Littler.
Luke the Nuke's best friend. His second Saturday night out of 3 attempts. Ooh, okay. Double-double, accidentally.
Game shot on the third leg.
Seen a few of
Andy
those this
Boulton.
week. But maybe nothing as vital as that.
These are great shots for professional players. We get the two
Game
darts
shot
after
on
the
the fourth
treble
leg,
20.
Bialecki.
Big moment in this game and a big shot for class.
He will win. On the bull.
Game shot.
That is a
and
mammoth
match,
bullseye
Andy
to win by
Boulton.
4 legs to 3. 7 holes of throw. And the only reason that Jelle Klaassen does not win that match is because he didn't have the darts. But he did have a chance towards the end with that 100 checkout. Just couldn't take it. But ultimately, the man who did play in Group A and in Group B this week, topping Group B, gets his first win of the night. He could well be the favourite to win Group 2. We'll see what Klaassen does against Bialecki in Game 4, but before then, it's Ward on the rack against Merkx next. He knew what he was doing. 2 fours. That
Game
cost
shot
him
on
the
second
match
leg,
against
Harry
Littler.
Ward.
It does not cost him leg 2.
Alexander requires 69.
Double 16.
Game
And that
shot
corner
on
of the
fifth leg,
board is his saviour
Alexander
once
Merkx.
again.
Alexander require 130.
Argument to switch there for Harry Ward to the 19s.
Bullseye for Alexander.
Game
We're
shot on
going
sixth
the
leg,
distance,
Alexander
and that's the
Merkx.
biggest celebration we've seen from him this week. To the semis again.
No
No!
score. Harry require 20.
There is a feeling of shock in the room as Harry Ward
Game
finds the
shot
double that
and a
Merkx has
match,
just hit
Harry Ward.
to wound his chances. Now, Harry's got to sit and wait to see what happens in game number 5 when Alexander Merkx takes on Luke Littler. We have a chance of a 9-dart shootout. That's only going to happen if Merkx beats Littler by 4 legs to 3. But for now, Harry Ward, you've got to say, he's in a pretty good position, but he's now become the biggest Luke Littler fan here in Portsmouth. We'll go back to Group 2 now, and the only thing guaranteed about the next game is probably that we're going to have another 4-3, so don't go far. He might even finish on the bullseye.
Well, he is the player this week who's took out the most ton plus finishes. He's took out 9 already. That would have been a perfect
65.
time for him to do
They
a done
require
of 10.
56.
Oh, a double breaker throw on Jelle Klaassen who wants tops.
Game shot on the third leg,
Keeps
Jelle
himself
Klaassen.
in this one, and we're getting closer and closer to it all the time.
This is to win this match and to qualify. He's got it. Double 10.
Game
He
shot
wins by
and
4
a match,
legs to 1.
Sebastian
And 2
Bialecki.
things have just happened. In fact, it's 3 things have just happened. Jelle Klaassen, the Cobra, the former world champion, is the first person to be eliminated from Saturday night here in week 9. He's dejected, and we don't blame him whatsoever. But Bolt is through, and he takes Andy Boulton with him. It was a very good display, and his best check out of that match right there came with his final 3 darts. So, Bialecki and Boulton are through, Klaassen is out, but now we look to Group 1 in Game 5. What could possibly happen there?
Alexander
Against
Moore, 46.
Luke Littler, which, from my memory, hasn't happened this week.
Game
But
shot
it's
the third
happened.
leg, Alexander Merkx.
Harry Ward right now is sitting on his chair in the practice room thinking, I didn't expect this to win this match. Double top.
Game shot
That
the
is
fourth leg,
unbelievable.
Luke Littler.
Under that kind of pressure,
Luke, you require 48.
this crowd do not want to see the defending champion eliminated. They want to see more legs in this game. Double top. Double
Game shot
10,
the
so
fifth leg,
reliable.
Luke Littler.
It wasn't his first game tonight. It has been all week. Ask that
Luke, you
question to
require
Littler
10.
in about 10 seconds. He's not going to go for it. Double four.
Game shot the sixth leg, Luke
No
Littler.
words necessary. We now have a one-leg shootout with two possibilities for the first time on a Saturday night. Does Littler survive by getting two double tops? There's one. He's won it!
Shot. And the
What
match,
a game of
Luke Littler.
darts! And by the finest margin possible, the reigning champion is still alive, and with that two double tops finish, he's taken Alexander Merkx out, and we do not have a 9-dart shootout. That is knife-edge darts like you've never seen in Portsmouth before. Wow. Is there anything else to say? It was a great game of darts from start to finish, but ultimately, the reigning champion will have a crack at his third weekly title in a quest to get to another Champions Week. We all need a breather. Let's all take it. And when we come back, we'll have a nice placid game between Andy Boulton and Sebastian Bialecki. Treble 18 needed. Which means 85 left now because he's missed it. Double 14.
Game shot on the first
Right
leg,
in the middle. He's
Sebastian
shaking his head. I
Bialecki.
don't know why. It was a great recovery.
And you require 52.
Andy knows that it shouldn't go the distance.
Game
And
shot.
it doesn't.
And the match, Andy Boulton.
Is Andy Boulton on collision course with Luke Littler? It might be another meeting with Bialecki even in the final, because those two will be in different sides of the draw when it comes to the semi-finals a little bit later on. It won't be too far away, something in the region of 15 to 20 minutes from now. But that scrappy affair is won by the Scot, and he wins Group 2. So hold on to your hats, everybody. The semi-finals aren't too far away in Week 9. From these
Luke requires
two,
65.
because of their strengths. Double four.
Game
First
shot on
leg
first
to the
leg,
champ.
Luke Littler.
Littler will probably start in the bullseye if he gets a look at 115.
Game
But
shot
he
on the second
doesn't.
leg,
It's
Sebastian
1-1.
Bialecki.
Fourth time they've played this week.
Luke
Littler
require
wins tonight. He gets his
110.
5th title. Double top.
Game shot the third
Somebody
leg, Luke Littler.
is getting very good. These two could be going at it for decades. Wonderful.
190.
It was double 15 that could have cost him a place in the semi-finals earlier at the hands of Harry Ward.
58. Luke require 30.
When Littler had it earlier, he went 10 double 10. Because he
Game
barely
shot the
misses
fifth
that
leg,
double.
Luke Littler. Sebastian, you require 24.
Double 12 to take us the distance. Is that a good marker?
Game
You
shot
bet
the
it
sixth
is.
leg, Sebastian
It's 3-3
Bialecki.
in the first semi-final between the two teenagers. Sebastian a
Sebastian,
chance.
you require 76.
He's already survived 3 match darts tonight from 2 players. Can Sebastian do what the others couldn't?
Game shot.
It's history
And the match,
at the moment Super
Sebastian
Series.
Bialecki.
The streak of winning games on Saturday night for Luke Littler is over. And that was the last game that he will play in Portsmouth before he goes to the PDC Pro Tour. What a run it has been for Luke Littler as the 2-time series champion. but it's not going to be 3 in a row. It may be a first weekly title for the Pole Sebastian Bialecki. There it is, the tail of the tape. And he was susceptible with the average under 90, but you can see that Bialecki did a lot right. He wins by 4 legs to 3 in the first semi-final.
Seems to be lacking the intensity. He's yet to find a score over a ton.
This would be so funny. But not for Andy.
Game shot the second leg, Harry Ward.
Sometimes there just isn't a word to describe a shot. Ejected.
And you require 84.
And that might be the last start he throws on Saturday. Boulton for the final. Might need the bull.
Game
Boulton hits
shot.
the bull.
And the match,
And it will be a
Andy
repeat
Boulton.
final here in Series 5. A final that we saw in Series 4. And that time, it was Andy Boulton who booked his place in Champions Week. It's a valiant effort for Harry Ward, who made his second appearance here on a Saturday night. It's not going to be his night, but it might still be Andy's. All of those statistics, well, they are meaningless now, because now we look forward to our Week 9 final between AB and SB.
Like this, with timing, with moments.
Bullseye for Boulton again.
99. Sebastian, you require 56.
It wasn't 56 that got Sebastian through his semi-final. It was 76. But it was double top with the third dart.
Game shot on the first
And
leg,
it works
Sebastian
again to take the
Bialecki.
lead. He won the bullseye in the practice room to have the advantage of throw. Missed the bull in the first leg. Does he get it this time?
Game
Yes,
shot on the
he
second
does.
leg, Andy Boulton.
What a wonderful shot that is.
Which makes it a firmer object.
Well, he's got past that barrel. What a dart that is.
Game shot on
What
the
a
fourth
leg
leg,
that is. That's
Sebastian
12 darts.
Bialecki.
And both are playing probably about 20% better. But someone is at the oche first with the slightly harder shot.
Game
This
shot
young
on the
man's
fifth
got
leg,
ice in his
Sebastian
veins.
Bialecki.
Let's see what he thinks of it. The collision is too much. He threw it
And you
so
require
well.
32.
But it bangs against the barrel and 2 match darts have gone.
Game
And we are
shot on the
going
sixth
to leg
leg,
7.
Andy Boulton.
Plan A.
Game
He
shot.
makes Champions Week.
And the match,
And
and
it
the
is
Motor Super
redemption
Series
for the
Week
Pole,
9 champion,
who gets his
Sebastian
revenge for his
Bialecki.
4-3 loss to Boulton in Series 4. It's so near and yet so far for Andy Boulton. He will not come back in 3 weeks' time. You can see there's so much respect between these two. But Bolt will be back, and he will be the first Pole to make Champions Week here at the Motor Super Series. That performance in the final was exemplary. He had multiple match darts to get it done. He needed them all, but Boulton didn't get a match shot in the end, and he was very close to getting one in the last leg, but just couldn't find an approach to the bullseye. But ultimately, it's great news for Poland, because Sebastian Bialecki is going to be back at the end of the month to try and get a series title after his first weekly title here in Portsmouth.
Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, Sebastian, congratulations. How are you feeling right now?
I don't know what I can say. Just brilliant for me. I don't know yet.
What a night it's been, because not only have you beaten Andy Boulton in the final, but before that you beat Luke Littler as well. What was that experience like playing him on this stage?
I don't know.
I mean, you did well.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I did well, but I don't know it.
Did you get the feeling that last time when you lost to Andy Boulton 4-3 that you might get this final again?
Yeah, just too much win in this match, and I just done it, and I'm very happy. So.
You've done some really good stuff in your career, development tour, the UK Open quarter-final. But how big is it for you to come here and win a title with 12 really good players in a week?
For me, it's maybe it's the best winner in tournament, and for me it's great chance and a lot of experience for me. And so for me, winner, it's great.
And you've got to come back, Champions Week. How are you feeling about that?
I don't know. It's my first time, so I just want to play, and we will see what happened there.
We look forward to it. Congratulations on winning
Thank you.
tonight. One more thing for you to do. I'm going to take the microphone and we're going to swap it for a trophy. Time for you to lift that. The winner of week 9, Sebastian Bialecki. Matthew, well, Sebastian just finished with trophy. You can go away, take that away with you, Sebastian. Thank you. Yeah, Matthew, what a winner. What a night to win.
Oh, when you look at the ingredients that we had, we picked out 2 players pretty much all week. We've kind of overlooked Sebastian a little bit, and he's proved us wrong. He got to the UK Open quarter-final, he's won titles, and myself and Paul Nicholson had that debate earlier on in the week. What do you want to be defined as? He might be a Moda Super Series champion. That's going to be the thing he'll be defined as until he then goes on and picks up one of those big TV titles.
What were the defining moments of his night tonight?
I would say those sort of one dart in hand shots. We had the 116 in that game against Andy Boulton, and obviously the 76 against Luke Littler. One dart at tops. That showed bottle and it showed class.
A lot of the conversation, of course, was about Luke Littler before, but people forget Sebastian himself, only 19 years of age. What kind of career could he have?
We all know he's going to go and have a fantastic career. He's got a very reliable action. He's been here since Monday, and the level of performance has been consistent all the way through. He's got a reliable action that can sort of play for long days. He's picking up a lot of titles, and like you said, 19 years old. I think sometimes we forget that because it feels like he's been around for so long. I remember his first UK Open. I was on the practice boards backstage, and someone went, "Someone's just hit a 9-darter." And then he came on the same practice board I was, and then Dave Allen came over to try and get the pronunciation of his name, and I was listening. I thought, because I always like to try and follow these sort of players, and I've followed Sebastian's career, and it does feel like it's been a lot longer than it has because we've seen him so many times, and I think that's maybe what darts is now, the accessibility of the players. We forget the age of them, teenagers still.
Yeah, absolutely. As predicted, a teenager won here at the Super Series tonight, but maybe not the one people were thinking. Just a quick reminder, we are back on air on Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. live on the Moda Super Series YouTube channel and here on Sporty Stuff TV. But as far as week 9 is concerned, well, all the big noise was about Luke Littler, but it was brilliant Bialecki who bagged the title.